Okay, I should be on. Yeah, I got it. Took me a while. Hopefully that's working. Yes, is that better-ish? Let's see if I can... Much better? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was better. You may want to turn your font size up a bit. Okay. I don't actually know how to do that in Eclipse. Let me Google that real quick. General... Yeah, wait a second. Window preferences, general appearance, colors and fonts, Java editor, basic, Java editor text font. I'll turn it up to 28. Let me just open the one real quick. No, too big. Let's go 22. No. What was I at in the first place? I think reset. Okay, edit 14. Much better? Probably. Ah, Cyanide. I'm gonna have to fix the bot. Watch it in full screen. It probably is what looks wrong. Okay. So, that's good enough for me. So, someone followed. The notification didn't pop up. Who followed? RealJag2 followed. Thank you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start out... Oops, I hit the mic. By renaming this package. So, what you do is... Usually you use your domain name backwards and then the project name. So for me, it would be com.cricket. We're going to do summer course. Or, yeah, summer course. So that's going to rename the package. And you'll see it up here. And then I'm also going to rename our @mod file, which is going to be the basis of our mod, to summer course. Because that's going to be our mod's name. Unless you guys get a better name, then all the power to you. So, I'm going to take out this, gonna fix this bracket because that bothers me. Oh, okay. So we got a straggler here. So we're just gonna wait a minute until you guys are all caught up. Throwing Dave under the bus. Once you guys are ready, just let me know and I will catch up. In the meantime, I'd like to draw your attention to the tabs below. We have the first public mod, Rainbow Craft. You can click on the picture and it'll bring you to it. We also have my Patreon. Tons of great rewards there. I will just name a couple now. We have I will go visit you guys. We will hang out, play some games, have some fun. Then I will set up a Cricut Craft server that will have all of the mods that I've made on it, and including some dev releases, maybe some pre-release. I don't know. You never know. Then patrons can get access to private beta jars. So you can test my mods, you can get early access. These are definitely going to be a VOD later. I will take all the stuff from today and upload it to YouTube every single day. Unless my internet goes out, you know. Then that happens. Can't stop that. At $50 per month, everybody who's a patron, because I think there'll probably be tons, because I don't know who would, in their right mind, donate a lot of money to me. You will send all your ideas to me, and I'll make a patron mod that's going to be called the patron mod, because I'm not creative. And then, at $100 per month, the top 5 patrons each get to describe a mod, and I will make them a mod for them. But it has to be like a little simple mod. I'm not going to make Divine RPG for 5 people. Like 5 different Divine RPGs. Because I have a life. Hard to believe. But I have a life. And I'm not going to do that. I'm telling jokes, by the way. I'm not funny, but you know, I do what I can. And then I will be streaming this whole week from 11 to 1. Today may be shorter, may not, depending on how much work we cover. But I don't want to like get everything done in one day. I want to like spread it out, and then that way I can help everyone individually. We can all hang out, make some mods. We'll have a fun time. I should probably have these commands set up. Yeah, sure. The whole point is so that anybody can catch up if they have to go during the day. Because I know this is an odd time, but I am on summer break, so I can stay here and do stuff, and it'll be fun for me. You guys have work. So. And then Rainbow Craft, my first mod, we're at 260 downloads. Woo! So, that's fun. That's a fun mod. I can open it up right now, show you what I've been working on. I've added all the tools, and we have a special sneak preview right here while everyone is still decompiling. I'm just going to show you real quick. We got a chunk loader. That's cool. Crafting table works now. We got all the tools. I went a little overboard with the textures, as you see. but I had fun doing it. But our secret, it's in the miscellaneous tab. No one ever looks there, so perfect place to hide a secret. We have, oh, we're in peaceful. We have the Leprechaun. Its AI is completely stupid right now and will avoid you at any cost, even though it's supposed to be a boss mob. But, oh, there it is, now it's looking at me. But it has an awesome texture that I stole from the Minecraft forum skins. And then we also have door testing going on over here, because I added a door, but it doesn't work. Ish. And then we got rainbows. So on the rainbows, there will be a leprechaun with his pot of gold, and you will have to kill him. That's what's coming in the next update. And then, I don't know, I may add, like, rainbow villages. I don't know what else. Maybe rainbow horse armor. Whatevs. But there'll be tons of fun rainbow stuff. I'm also going to switch my package presentation in Eclipse on the Summer Course mod to hierarchical. Probably saying that wrong. But it's so, like, this is easier to manage visually for me. You can use whatever package presentation suits you. Okay, Dave. You all set now? Holding everybody up. I'm probably going to edit this part out. With my old plugin thing as the only thing open. You just have to switch workspaces. It took forever to get my Eclipse to recognize that I can have two workspaces open at once. So that was a pain. This way I can reference my old code. So I can cheat. Do some cheatsy doodles. And all of that. So, let's get started. So, first, what I usually do, thanks for the follow, Maldroth. I'm probably saying that wrong. We're going to make a reference package. So, I usually do this just because I first learned it from Polybar back in the original Let's mod. And usually, I put all my stuff in this one class. So you just want a reference class. So right here, it has these strings, public static final string mod ID, and that will be your mod ID, which is how mods distinguish themselves from each other. Like, I could have my mod name be Thaumcraft, but my mod ID being Summer Course, and it would distinguish it as two different mods because the mod ID is what matters. The name doesn't really matter. That's just aesthetics. And then the version 1.0. So we'll also need a public static final string name, and that will be Summer Course. Because I'm not creative, so we're just going to use... Where should you open your workspace then? So you're going to open your new workspace. You're going to navigate to the folder that you made, that you put your Forge stuff in, and then there's going to be this Eclipse folder here. So when you select a workspace, you're going to select the Eclipse folder in that folder. That should be self-explanatory on your side of how to do that, since it's just navigating in the drop-down menu. Because I don't know your file path system, so I'm not even gonna attempt how to navigate you through. So then you're gonna just Control X to cut and paste into your reference class. Then you're going to get a whole bunch of errors. I can't speak today. And you're just going to change summer course right here to reference. Then Control-Shift-O to open your imports, and then you're just going to click on your package. And that will add it to your import list. Then we also need a name equals reference.name. In this, Forge loads in 3 different phases. So each phase you're going to have to call with an event handler. So you need a public void pre-init, FML pre-initialization event. And then you're going to import that, Control-Shift-O, and then you need a post init. Control-Shift-O to import. So now you have all 3 of your events done. What YouTube channel is this going to be uploaded to? I forget what my YouTube is, so I will look that up real quick. I've been using my second channel for so long, just because people don't know it, that I forgot the real one. So it's Cricket's channel. That was pretty dumb of me. That will be the YouTube. I should add that to a command. I'll do that tonight. Okay. Yeah, feel free. So then, what you need to do is, what should we do? Let's see. How about we start with our proxies? That's usually a good place to start. So we're going to add a new package called proxy to place them in. So in our proxy class, we need a common proxy class, and we need a client proxy class. So the client proxy is going to extend the common proxy. And that you don't need to import because they're in the same package. I have to remove the spam filter. Let me do that real quick. Off. Okay, so the banned words filter is off, because it bans like everything, I guess. So we're going to add the client proxy and the common proxy. So starting off in the common proxy, you're going to need all your things that you added to your @mod class. So your public static void pre-init, your init, and your post init. And then I also do a renderers as well, and that gets loaded in the pre-init method. So then you can just copy all this and then place that in your client proxy. And now your proxies are set up, but we still have to go to your @mod class and start a sided proxy. So you need to do @sided proxy, client side. Actually, before we do this, let's go to reference, and we're just going to do our reference locations for our client and common proxy. So it's public static final string client proxy equals com.cricket.summercourse.proxy client proxy. I think it's .class. Let me check. Nope, you don't have to do a .class. And then semicolon. So you just copy this line, paste, and then just change this client to common. Perfect. Now in your @mod, you set your client side equal to the reference .client proxy, and your server side equal to reference .common proxy. And then public static common proxy. So now, once you import everything, I spelled something wrong, didn't I? Oh, the S has to be a capital S for side. You're going to get an instance of your proxies, and that will let you be able to use them. So you just have to place a proxy.preinit, a proxy.init, and a proxy.postinit. So now your proxies are properly initialized. What we also want to do is we want to add an instance of our mod. And you're just going to set the value of that to your mod ID. So that'll say, this instance is for my mod. So you just make an instance of your @mod class. So you'll probably use that. Actually, you will use that later on for more advanced things. So what we can do now is we're going to add our first block. Actually, you know what? We're going to add an item, because items are easier. So we're going to make a new package, and we're going to call that items. And in this, we are going to create our mod items class. This will be where all our items go. Minecraft has their own items thing. So if you go to their item, if you go to their init package, they have their items class where all of their items get initialized. So that's how they do theirs. But for us, we're just going to do a public static void load. And that will be where we register our items. But first, we have to make one. So to make one, we're going to make item example class. So to make an item, all you have to do is extend item. And you have to make sure you import the net.minecraft.item.item. That's very important. So in your item class, what you have to do is you have to make a constructor. So you just make, oops, I'm typing for my rainbow mod, and that's not good. So you just make a constructor, and that will be how you register your item. So if you type this dot, you can see all the stuff that you can add. We don't have to worry about all that. All you have to do is you can set unlocalized name, and you're going to call that example, because I'm not creative. Hello, StreamMonkey. So, now that you have your unlocalized name set up, that's actually pretty much done. You're pretty much done with your item. You haven't set a texture, because we haven't made one. We can make one in a bit, but now you can go to your mod items and public static item example equals new item example. Import item, same item, and then to register it into the game, game registry dot register item example dot get unlocalized name. So that will get the item that you want to add, and then what are you going to call that item? So since it's an unlocalized name, we have to localize it. So what we have to do is go into our resources, and we have to make a new package called assets.summercourse. In this, you're going to need a language package that you have to call .lang. And in that, you're going to create a new file, and that is going to be en_us.lang. And that is going to be your English US language file. So item.example, the example, because in our example item, we set the unlocalized name to example. So it's going to be the same thing, and then .name equals example item. We can name it whatever we want. Go right ahead, it doesn't really matter. So now, we just have to say, mod items, I want you to load. So in your pre-init, before the proxy, mod items dot load. That should import it automatically, and now you're all set to run. Oops. Actually, one more thing I forgot. We never set a tab that this should belong to. And since we haven't created our own tab, we have to make it use one of the regular Minecraft tabs. So if we go to this dot set creative tabs dot, and let's put it in tab redstone. get rid of this dot because you don't really need it, and import creative tabs. So now it's going to be in the Redstone tab. So now, when we run it, this time, we'll actually see our item. We wouldn't have seen it in the first place because it wouldn't have shown up in any tabs. And a second monitor is a lifesaver. I love my second monitor. So I can just go just like this and drag it right out. But all my stuff just closed. So now, oops, that's multiplayer. If we go to single player and create a new flat world. It doesn't have to be a flat world. I just like testing in flat worlds. We can open up our tab, go to Redstone, and hey, there's our example item. And it's our wonderful purple and black, there's no texture that I just also love. But hey, we got an item. So you'll have Forge dev name if you don't set a username, but it's not really necessary to set one. You'll just get like a Steve skin. But you get a nice little non-loading texture item that you can not really do stuff with, and that's not exciting. So we're gonna be super pro and open up Paint, and we're gonna create a texture. Actually, I am going to grab something to drink real quick, because I've been talking for an hour straight. I'll be right back. Okay, I got some milk. Delicious, yummy milk. Can you turn down the volume of the game? Yes, I can. I can't actually hear it, so... Bam. Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't hear it because my headphones are just on my desk. So let's create a texture. So to create a texture, let's actually show you a resource to do this. So if you open up your folder that you made, you can go to build, temp. Actually, I can't because I don't have it. Well, I have my textures folder. You can probably find a way to get to this, but it has all of the Minecraft textures right here. So we are going to make, how about, let's make a, I don't know, what do you guys want to make? Let's just make a stick for now. So we're going to edit this in Paint. Just zoom in on it. And we are going to make it blue. Sure. Let's make a blue stick. Cyanide, wherever he is probably really upset because he's an actual texture artist. And I don't know where the colors are. Because blue is just the best color ever. Where's textures? I have no idea. Oh, here's the color wheel. So let's make blue. So that will be our dark spots. Pro texturing right here. I'm going to make a lighter blue for these spots. Oops. These should win an Emmy, just saying. And then a darker blue. Oh yeah. Perfect. So now, we're just going to save this to our folder that we made. So desktop, we're going to need to go to our summer course, source, main, resources, assets, summer course. And then in this, I'm going to make a new folder and call that items. And now we're going to save this as bluestick.png. Perfect. Done. So now, since we're making a blue stick, we can rename this item to item blue stick and just change the example to blue stick and our language to blue stick. We can call this a blue stick. Now we have our texture in there. So to set a texture, we're just going to do set texture name reference dot mod ID plus blue stick. And what tab is the stick on? Materials? I think. So we're just going to run that. A laser drill? Yeah, I'm not going to make a laser drill with people that just started off. I've also never done particles, so I don't like particle stuff. So I was going to say that we're missing the item example, which we are, because we renamed it. Will this stream be saved? Yes. I think I've said that like 3 times, but yes. So now, if we go to our materials tab, we'll see the regular stick, and then we'll see blue stick. Did I name something wrong? I think I did. Let me check. Oh yeah. So this, quick fix. So what we're going to do, close that, and here, drag this to here for a second. So you need actually textures, and then inside the textures, then you want your items. And now that will load. So now that'll load all texture. Have I ever done mobs? Yes. No, it's okay. I just was being sassy for some reason. I don't know. I have done mobs. I've actually made a sheep mod-ish. So now we have our blue stick. So now we can whack slimes with it or do whatever we want, but we have added our blue stick into the game. And it looks the same as a... Ooh, never mind. It renders differently than a regular stick, but it looks the same in your hand. But you have a blue stick now. So now, what else should we do? We should make a creative tab to put all our blue stuff in, because I guess we're doing a blue mod now. So now, we're going to... Where did I put my creative tab? I just put it right in the regular summer course package. So we're just going to add a creative tab class. So our creative tab, well, it's actually pretty simple to make one. You just need public, static, final, creative tab, and we're going to name it blue tab equals new creative tabs, and then we're going to do reference dot mod name, actually dot name, and then we're going to open that up. We need a semicolon there. Now we're going to add one method in there, and that's going to be public item get tab icon item. So what this will do is it will get the item that's going to use to display the tab. So return item dot, actually we're going to turn mod items dot example, which we have to rename to blue stick. So we have to import item, and we have to import creative tabs. Save that, and... oh, I missed an S. Save that, and we just have to change the creative tab that it shows in to creative tab, which calls our class .blue tab. So it'll say, take the blue tab in this class and display it on. Have fun. Tell me what you eat for dinner. I'm hungry. And for some reason I have a sore throat. So now, if we open up our world, and now we'll see a little menu here that'll say 1 out of 2. Go to the next thing, and it says item group dot summer course because we haven't localized it. So in here, so we just have to add item group dot summer course, I think. What was it? I got space. Equals summer course. Sure. Summer course 2014. There. So now next time we load it up, it'll change the name. So now we have our Summer Course Simulator 2014 tab with our blue stick. Fun. So now, what do you guys want to add? You can add anything you think of. My Skype won't close. Force quit. Cancel. There we go. And it can't be anything too big, because you guys are just starting. I think what we should add is a recipe to get this blue stick. So what we should do is we should add to our items a new class and call it item recipes. So in this, we will add our, oops, no, I don't want to open. We'll add our recipes. So what we need for recipes is item stacks. Item stacks will be how you call upon your item. So for example, private static final item stack blue stick equals new item stack mod items dot blue stick. So that will say this blue stick that you're saying is an item stack corresponds to your item that you made. So we're going to also have to have a private static final item stack stick equals new item stack items dot stick. So that's Minecraft's items. And static final item stack lapis equals new item stack items dot what's lapis? Okay, since I don't know what lapis is for the items, we're going to use the lapis block. Blocks dot lapis block. So now, what we need to do is a public static void load, and we're going to create a couple of methods here. We're going to need one private static void crafting and private static void smelting. So we will load crafting and smelting. So in crafting, we're going to do game registry dot register, actually not register, dot add shapeless recipe. For our output, it'll be blue stick, and you're going to need a stick and lapis to make it. So that's saying you're going to need a stick and lapis somewhere in your crafting table. Ink sac, it's a dye. Oh, that means I need metadata. I don't know that. I don't know what the numbers for the metadata are, so I'm not gonna go into that. You can, yeah, you can look it up yourself. I'm just gonna use the lapis block because that's easier. I don't think you can probably find somewhere how to do it. I'll probably make a separate video, like a short minute video, and I'll link it in this video. So that will add the shapeless recipe. So, oops, I never said for it to load. Stop that. So of course, now we're gonna do item recipes. .load. So now, load up our world. Now if we take a crafting table, the lapis block, and a stick, we can say, hey, actually, that's a blue stick. We want a regular stick. We'll say, hey, if I put these two together, I'm going to make a blue stick no matter the crafting recipe. Like, it can be however you want it to be. If you wanted to have it so you'd have to, like, put it like that, you'd have to add that recipe, but we don't want it for just a blue stick. And it makes our blue stick nice and fancy and rich. Because, you know, it's a blue stick. Why not? It automatically has a little shadow underneath it and all that. And if you throw a bunch together, it automatically bunches up together. So you don't have to code any of that in. So now our blue stick is available in survival mode. Bam! Let me try the dye. Items dot dye 1. I think 1 is blue. Stick and dye. I think it was just me, but I remember lapis being spelled a Z. So now, we can test which one's which. Nope. 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 Let me Google it real quick. Okay, fixed it. Bam. So we have to drop items. I guess we have to use items dot where's the ink sac? Oh wait. Material dot no. I don't know. We'll just stick with the lapis blocks. Yeah, I always thought it was a Z. I guess it's an S. But okay, so now let's make a block. So to make a block, you make. Oops, I hit my chair on the desk. Sorry about that. You need a blocks package, where you will make your mod blocks class. So we're just going to take our mod items and actually no, there's not much to copy. And then let's make a block. So we'll make a simple block. And let's take one from mine. So first, you're going to name it. So block blue. And that's going to extend block. net.minecraft.block.block. So it's going to be red, and it's going to say add a constructor. So you're going to get rid of this. You're going to do material dot, and let's use, what material should we use? Let's use packed ice. No. Yeah, packed ice. So we're going to set block name to blue, and we need to set this dot block hardness to about 2.0. So now we need to actually make this public. Thank you. So someone can add that to their own if they want. I'm not going to go back and change it, but it will be changed on GitHub when it does. So now we need an at side only side.client annotation and a public void register block icons icon register icon. Import all that, and now we can super the icon, and set this dot block icon to icon dot register icon reference dot mod ID plus blue. So that will set the texture. And now in our mod blocks, public static block blue equals new block blue dot set creative tab dot blue tab. Now we have to register it. So game registry dot register block blue dot get unlocalized name. Now we just have to say, hey, load my blocks. So mod blocks dot load. If we load this up, we will get a blue block. So now, / game mode s c in our blue tab, we have tile.blue.name. So if we go to our language file, tile.blue.name equals blue block. So that will change the name. And we haven't made a texture for it. We can make like a fancy lapis. But we have made our block, and we've made our item, and we've also made a creative tab today. So, since my voice is about to die, and we've gotten a lot of progress today, I'm going to call that it for today. We're going to end 30 minutes early, but I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. I have no idea why. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow. But we've gotten a lot accomplished today. It says my stream's offline. Why would that be? No, it's on. Okay. So I'm going to end it here. And I'm going to export the video. I'm going to upload everything to YouTube. And you guys can look back on anything. I want you guys for tomorrow to get a texture made for the blue block. Maybe make some more blocks and items yourself. Just make some basic items. Maybe change all that. But before I leave, I'm going to do one thing. So while this is saved, I have a GitHub. So we're going to clone our summer course thing, our summer course repo, and then we're going to open this folder up. So in here, I'm going to take this source folder with all the source code from today. I'm going to paste it here. Bam. Close that. And now, I'm going to commit everything from day one. So now, sync that. If you go to github.com/thecricket summer course, you are going to see, bam, all of the source code. So you can go in, and then you can look at, say, how I did a block. So you can see all the code from today. Perfect. So you guys can add stuff, you can add issues, you can submit your own code. Say I did something poorly, which will probably happen, and you'll say, hey, this is better. You can submit a pull request, and I can add your code into one of the days. Woo! Source! All my stuff's open source. I got my license here, so you can read that if you want. You probably won't read it. But then you can also look at all of my other projects. So you can see all the stuff I've done. So that will be it for me today, as my voice is pretty much dead. So, bye-bye!